And hello, everyone. Very good evening. So, we have a ritual here of saying hi like this and bye also. You can say hi like this to me. Yeah? Yes. Hi. How are you all doing? You can say it like this. Okay. Or how excited are you for the session? How will you show your excitement to me? Like, like this, or too much excited, or you can just show a dance move. How excited are you? Okay, on a count of three, whatever move you want to show, okay, or like show your excitement. So on a count of three, 1, 2, 3, and go ahead. All right, ready? Cool. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, nice, great. And I'm so happy to see all your happy faces, beautiful faces. Thank you for being here. All right. So I'll give my introduction first, and then we'll start with an introduction. Okay. So introduction also has some I'll start with a game if it's okay with all of you. Yeah. So what we are going to do is we are going to say our first name. All right, first, and then after that, when we are going to say our second name, so we have to add one, maybe your favorite food or maybe one just dish. Okay, that starts with your letter of your name, right? So suppose like my name is Akriti, all right? So you go with your first name now, all of you, one by one, yeah?
Honey.
Hi, honey.
Ramesh.
Hello, Ramesh. Quick, quick, quick.
Sarika.
Hi, Sarika.
Prash.
Hi, Prash.
Swati.
Hi, Swati.
Kalpana.
Hi.
Hi.
Kavya.
Hi,
Okay.
Naz.
Hello. Quick, quick, quick. Say hi. And you also need to remember everyone's name, right? You need to
Neetu.
remember. Hi, Neetu. Who else? Quick, quick, quick.
Sorry for logging in late. Could you repeat what you said?
No problem. You just have to say hi with your name.
Oh, hi, Raman.
Hi, Raman.
I've attended a session of yours. I never knew it was you.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. So happy to see you here
You had
again.
done a mandala art
Yes.
session. That's
Oh,
the one I had attended of yours.
good to have you here again.
And can you beat it? I had got all the equipment and not used it. And I opened that packet today.
That's okay. Now you're going to use it.
Of
Finally.
Of course. See, that's where now it's come back again to me.
Yes, absolutely. But good to have you, sir. Really.
Likewise, likewise.
Okay, yeah. So we are playing a game actually. All right. So you have to say your first name that you already did, and all of you have to add one favorite dish that starts with your letter of your name, first letter, right? So think of it quickly. All right. So I
Lemon
think it's
rice.
almost you have said that right, or first name. Okay. So I can only think of one thing right now that starts with. Now I will tell my full name, right? Akriti, don't laugh, okay? Aloo Khosla. Okay. Yeah, I could only think of that. Okay, now it's your turn. Quickly. Okay, now I'll pick one by one. Okay, then you go. Okay, Sarika.
Okay, Sarika, samosa, kothari.
Nice. Okay, Honey.
Honey, hummus, bhargav.
Oh, wow. Nice. Yes, Kavya.
कल्पना कचौड़ी कुत्ता
Nice. Okay, Prayashi.
Prayasi, pasta, methi.
Wow, pasta. Huh? Nice. Okay, Raman.
Raman, Rajma, Kapoor.
Mm. Okay, Sweta. Sweta, you need to unmute. If you need time to think, then it's fine. You can just ask me to pass. Okay, Swati.
Swati noodle sabzi.
Sorry, Swati, I couldn't hear you.
Swati noodle sabzi.
Okay, nice. Yes, Anil. You're on mute. Anil, you need to unmute. Yeah. Now you go ahead.
Uh, Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Anil Apple Vaidya.
Apple vendor. Nice. Okay. Yes. Testa. Testa. Right. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Yeah, Tessita.
Testa.
Yes. So, okay. So I just had a doubt. So I have to tell my name, a dish with that, with my starting letter, and the last thing is what? My
Yes.
surname.
Your surname.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tessita Thai noodles sharing.
Nice. Nice. Okay. Yes. Ramesh.
Rasgulla. I don't have surname.
Okay. Ramesh Rasgulla. Wow. That's nice. Okay. Who's next? I left somebody. Yeah? Ashwarya. Are you there? Okay. Neetu.
Nachos.
Nachos. Ah. Nice. Okay. Who's left? Shruti.
Shruti Samosa Singh.
Shruti Samosa. Samosa is done. You have to think of some other thing. Samosa is done. Sarika is done with samosa.
Okay. Shruti Sambar Singh.
Sambar Singh. That sounds like such a heavy name, no? Sambar Singh. Nice. Okay, Naz.
Nas naan katai.
Guys, you are too good with the food dishes, huh? I could only think of aloo, huh? Nice. Okay. Ritika.
Rasmalai Gupta.
Ras malai. Okay, Ali.
Highly apricot delight Sadvika.
Wow. Ipsita.
Ipshita idli bag.
Idli bag. Aarti. Okay, Aarti, are you there? All right. Who's left? Bhairavi. Those who are left, please, you can raise your hand because now there are a lot of people. Yeah, Doctor Jigna, right? Yes.
Yes. Jigna Jalebi Jala.
क्या बात है जिगनी जलेबी जाला wow yes Soumya.
I was going to say sambar, but now as it's done, Soumya sandwich.
Nice. Great okay, all done. Yeah, now who can tell me at least 5 names? See, I'm checking your memory. Yeah, this is a memory game. This will help in today's session.
Ramesh.
Full name.
Ramesh Rasgulla.
Okay, one.
Akriti Alu Khosla.
Shruti Sambar Singh.
3. Very good.
Sarika Samosa Kothari, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, great. Other 2.
Samya Sandwija.
Soumya Sanvita. Good. But one goes for honey, huh? She helped. Nice. Great. Okay, so our introductions are done. But if you still need a formal introduction from my side, so I quickly give you that. Okay, so I'm Akriti Khosla. Okay, I'm a counseling psychologist and expressive arts therapy practitioner and EFT practitioner. So I'm into this field since past 8 years, and I've been taking one-on-one counseling sessions, workshops, mental health awareness workshops, and therapy sessions, especially on expressive arts therapy that includes all the modalities, all the creative modalities, art, dance, music, drama. And yeah, so one we are going to do today, and I hope this session is, you learn a lot from this session and at least get an idea like what art therapy is, and so that you can use that in future when you become one therapist, right? Okay, so first of all, I want to know that how many of you already are aware about art therapy? A rough idea. Yes, Soumya.
Uh, I don't know much, but I am aware about a little bit of exercises that are there. For example, we take one color for each emotions, like for example, green for anger, um, red for anger, green for guilt or any other emotions like that. And we keep on just making scribbling on the paper and just going on and on. And then we tear off that paper and then paste it in form of a shape or kind of something. So there are activities like this, and a lot are there.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, you are somewhere right. Absolutely. About the activities. But yes, the colors you were talking about. So I'll explain that. But here in this one, we don't usually, analyze on the basis of colors, because that entirely is a different thing, right? So we are only going to talk about the activities in this session, right? And of course, you're going to do two, three activities, right? Okay. Thank you for that, Sonia. Yeah. Others, please.
uh, when I studied in masters in education, that time हमारी एक टीचर ने हम लोगों को बताया था साइकोलॉजी में ही कि किस तरीके से पिक्चर्स और आर्ट के थ्रू हम लोगों की पर्सनालिटी को रिकॉग्नाइज कर सकते हैं या फिर उनकी एंजाइटी या फिर प्रॉब्लम्स को थ्रू लाइक उसमें एक एक्सपेरिमेंट था इंक से रिलेटेड कि किस तरीके से इंक जो होता है
Okay.
तो उससे रिलेटेड एक एक्सपेरिमेंट था तो मतलब ऐसा ही कुछ मुझे थोड़ा सा रिकॉल हो रहा है मास्टर्स में हम लोगों ने पढ़ा था
Okay, okay. So through ink, like, do you remember the name of that activity?
नो मैम
Okay. Yes, like it's an activity here, but that we call Zen activity. That's a meditative activity, but we don't read or we don't analyze personalities on the basis of that. Okay, we'll go to it. I'll explain you about that. But before that, anybody else wants to share about this?
Yes, like
Yes.
art therapy therapy है जिसमें like हम drawing, painting, music, just it feel like people से interact कर सकते हैं and then the emotions को जो भी like है we can figure out.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Neetu, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, yes, Dr. Jigna wants to share.
Yes, ma'am. There are also dance or body movement activities by making some movements or doing some dance steps. Person can release their emotions. I mean, dance of happiness. When person is feeling angry, they can do dance or movements which can release their anger. So
Right.
dance or movement therapy is also one kind of really good for releasing emotions.
Right. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Okay, so when we are talking about art therapy is a domain when we talk about expressive arts therapy, right? It's a whole lot. and we use like endless activities. When we say art, art is like, you must be thinking, okay, we need to be an artist, right? We need to be a good artist. Okay, we should know about drawings, we should know about the colors and the paintings and everything. But in art therapy, we don't need to be an artist, right? We like, you don't need to be a professional artist, you don't need to, have that skills of artist, or any artistic expression is required. Here in therapeutic setting, you need that free space. You just need that space. It's a safe space where you like fully express, where you fully like, if words doesn't work, if you don't have words to express yourself, or if you are unable to express, or maybe you're going blank with your emotions and thoughts, then art helps. And in art therapy, specifically, if I talk about, we use colors, we use different mediums here: colors, paint, sketch pens, pencil colors, even art, nature, natural objects like flowers, grass, leaves, whichever you feel connected with, right? It's all about connection. Whichever modality you're using, we need a deep connection with that. All right. Today we are going to do mindfulness with art therapy. Again, you know how to build a connection with that, right? If and if we are using those art materials, like in the beginning, Soumya said that we study about the colors and all. We don't analyze on the basis of that. So if you are making some art piece, all right, if you are doing painting, some, just painting or just scribbling, that is one way of releasing your stress. Okay, that is one way of, you feel calm, you feel relaxed. If you are feeling too anxious, okay, that calms your anxiety, right? And it also helps you to get that clarity on certain things. कभी कभी क्या होता है, लाइक हमारी थॉट्स हमारे को नहीं पता होता क्या हो रहा है, देयर आर मल्टीपल थॉट्स, है ना? इधर हो रही है, इधर हो रही है, इधर हो रही है, एंड ड्यू टू दोज मल्टीपल थॉट्स यू आल्सो फील ब्लैंक. Does that happen with you? And sometimes without any reason we feel angry, sometimes without any reason we feel irritated, frustrated, and we don't know why. We don't even, know the reason about for that, you know. So, and you try to figure it out, and that converts into overthinking. And now you keep thinking, and keep like getting irritated, and there are negative emotions, but you are unable to express. You have only one sentence to say, I don't know why I'm feeling this way. मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा मेरे साथ ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है, right? And you must be like, there are people around you जिन्होंने आपको ये बात बोली, like, I don't know why I'm feeling this way, I just feel irritated, I don't know, like, I'm feeling angry, I feel like crying, I feel sad, but I don't know why. Or maybe there are reasons. Okay, there are, like, of course there are. This has a like different meaning altogether. Sometimes a person has these emotions, but they are unable to process the situation, or maybe the reason related to that, or else they have a reason, right? So in this we have this a creative technique. If they doesn't know, okay, what is happening, so this art really helps them to first feel calm, relax, settle, and then through that art they actually, try to figure it out, why, what is happening, what is the reason behind that. That could be anything. Even with normal scribbling we can start, okay, to calm them, and then do the meditative process, and then we go ahead with the mindfulness, with creating safe spaces where they feel safe, secure, and where they can analyze their thoughts one by one. Okay, this is the thought, maybe I couldn't complete this deadline, maybe I got less marks in my exams, maybe there is an issue with my relationship, or maybe I had a fight with my friend. And if everything is going like, all together, then of course there are multiple thoughts, right? So one by one it helps you to analyze, basically open your mind like this. Yeah. And that could be any medium. If you're coloring, painting, even doing the abstracts, and even doing like nature, you go out, you go for a walk, collect the objects, and then you paste and make an art piece out of it. Anything, just paste it, whatever, the way of expressing through leaves, through flowers, you are expressing those emotions. This leaf is like making me feel, soft. Make this flower is making me feel calm. the color of the flower is smooth, right? And it's like it's actually, it's like I'm flowing with that. That's how we analyze, right? Not because, okay, flowers, leaves, you maybe you like it, okay, maybe you are connected with the nature. We don't analyze on the basis of this, right? So there are certain activities I've mixed all together, but if you want to note down, you can go ahead with that. Okay, so in art therapy, we usually use this art with nature. Okay, collecting the natural objects that you connect with. Okay, suppose you go out for a walk and you are just connected with leaves, and you collect different types of leaves you got, and you just go ahead with the art process. Okay, or maybe you are connected with pebbles or stones or just grass, right? Or maybe different flowers or just one type of flower. That could be anything. That's up to you. That is how you let the person free, right? So go ahead, explore the nature, and then come back. Okay. So we usually do it when we really want for people to connect with it. Otherwise, in the group therapy session, okay, we already have the objects, multiple objects, like we keep like all the collected objects, and they can choose. We can do this also. Okay, if in suppose in some settings like NGOs or rehab centers, if we are not allowed to go out with people, okay, with patients especially, or in a psychiatric center, and we have to do this activity, then the object should be with you, right? Each and everything, like if you can collect all the things, keep it in front of the people, and they collect like whatever they wanted, they can pick, choose, and then start with you. So you can do it in both the ways, right? So this is art with nature. Second one is pieces together, that is collage making. Collage, if we talk about like collecting the different pictures and then collaging it, right? That it seems a simple process, but this we actually use with people who has like some relationship issues and also some memory issues, and also building helps in building relationships. Okay, and also if they have some severe like OCD, schizophrenia, or like they have some Alzheimer's and memory issues, and especially people who are in rehab settings, then we use this activity with them because it helps to feel connected with their family, not only with family but with the outer world also, right? Around the world. So in this collage making, we actually keep all the papers, magazines, and everything in this setting, and then they come up with a collage. Okay, so in this also we give variations, right? So first they can just pick the magazine pictures and and every magazine pictures and maybe newspaper cuttings, and then they just like make a collage out of it, and then we can ask them, okay, what is it about? Okay, you could relate to this, and then we ask, all right. And later on we or else there is a family collage, so we just come up with the family pictures. We ask the family members to share the pictures if possible, right? Otherwise we just ask them to maybe just draw and tell the relationship, what the relationship is with the family member or with the other member or with this member, like that, so they identify. Sometimes this helps in like most of the cases, this also helps, the collage making helps in the trauma cases also, the abuse cases, trauma cases, especially with kids or teenagers, adolescents who are unable to express or who are unable to put that in words, or maybe explain about the situation or share that with us openly. So these activities, these creative activities help them to connect and open up. Yeah. And maybe the collage, why? Because this helps, maybe if that trauma or if that specific abuse has happened in that family or with specific in that related to that, then it is easy for them to open up or at least give a clue to us, and so that we can know about the history, and later on in further sessions we can use that thing to know more about that, because in initial sessions we don't get to, a lot of people doesn't open up in first few sessions, right? So this is one medium to help them like to express, right? Okay. My voice is not clear.
It's clear. It's
Yeah.
perfect.
It's clear, right?
It's clear,
Okay.
It's
ma'am.
clear, ma'am.
It's clear.
All
Maybe
right.
maybe your system is slow. That's fine.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
All right. So you're clear till here, right?
Yeah.
So there are many more activities. All right. So I'll just like there is a small simple presentation that I'm going to face. Yeah. Can you all see? Is it visible to all of you?
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So you got an idea about art therapy, right? What is it? How it actually works? And also in cases of depression, right? Depression, anxiety, even like not severe issues only, I'm talking about like schizophrenia, bipolar, diagnosed disorders, but also with like, moderate anxiety or moderate depression or mild depression or just symptoms of that, then also it helps amazingly. Okay, with just colors, with just using painting with hands, or with just playing games also. So we use these different mediums. Okay. There is also one activity that we use, like we use in drama also and art also. So this is a mask. Okay. So mask is like basically you can make a mask, and sometimes people end up making it a self portrait or just a portrait. Okay. So in this case, they actually, I have a case to share here, and I used this activity with a child. Like she was not a child, like 14-year-old teenager. Yeah. So I used this activity with her, and later on, I got to know about a person with whom she was not comfortable, right? And that I got to know through this portrait, this mask activity. So we were just making different masks, and and later on I had to go on a drama session with her only. But in that session she like opened up in the mask, and then she made an image of that person. And she told me that this person was like he was stalking her, and on like near her building only, near her house, and nobody knew about it, even her parents didn't know about it. And this was like a again, like I didn't know. I had 5 sessions with her initially, and I didn't know the reason. It's just that she just came up with the complaints of normal, like not getting, so not really socially active, or didn't like want to talk to anybody, not interactive much, and like there was fear, right? There was fear, and her grades were also going down. So this was like a general complaints, and her parents were like, of course they only knew that her grades were going down. Not, she's not like like going out of the house, or maybe she's not interacting to other people. So that was the only concern, right? But after 5 sessions, when I like used this activity, so I got to know that this was the reason behind it. Okay. But with her permission, I like discuss. I had to discuss this with her parents, and then they took an action, and then like it was all settled. But also in these cases, these are very sensitive cases. Sometimes clients doesn't accept us, doesn't want us to share this with their parents or with their family members, because they have this fear that the stalker might do any, like might do something to her or to her family or the person's family. So in these cases, like we really need to, again, we need to take more some sessions to just, make them or convince them to, that you can take an action, and it is okay to take it. It's okay to, stay strong and do it, so that that person doesn't do any harm to you or your family or any other person around. So yeah. So in both the things that, like this has to be done. Okay, how many of you, I want to understand how many of you are from the psychology background or already practicing? Or even if not, that's okay. You can just raise your hand. Like I can see. 1, 2, 2 people, 4 people, 4 people. So you are
Myself,
okay.
I'm from background.
Fine. All right. So you're already practicing?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. In the rehabilitation center.
Okay, okay. Great, great, great. So all 5 of you are practicing. Okay, there are 7, there are more. All right, great, great. It's just nothing to do with that, because to understand this therapy, right? And also, like, I'm discussing the cases also. So it's like, through cases you can connect if you are from psychology background, if you know about the disorders I'm talking about. So you connect well and you will understand well also. So it's not like, my aim or my purpose is not just to make you understand only about the therapy and done. So how it's done, how it helps. So that though that is everything is connected. So I just make sure that you understand, right? Okay. uh, Sorry, there is some issue with my not going. Wait, give me a minute. Yeah. Okay, so you have already know art therapy. I gave you a gist about that. Okay, now mandala art therapy. How many of you are aware of mandalas? Like mandala. Okay, 4 of you are aware. 5, 6. Okay. But you just know, or you know it what mandala art therapy is. The one who has attended the session of mine, so like I know you already know. But yes, others. Okay, you have an idea, you've seen mandala, maybe you've just seen a mandala as an art piece, drawing देखा होगा सिर्फ जैसा भी इसमें बना हुआ mandala, right? And maybe like draw करा होगा कभी या coloring करी होगी for mindfulness, right? So mandala again is one domain in art therapy. We use it as an activity, as a therapeutic, as a mindfulness activity, right? So how we actually do mandala is basically, can you see this image? The image is clear to you, right? Yeah. So this is just one. We have other different types of mandala. Mandala is circular in shape. Yeah, it is open. You can see it's not a proper circle in this one. Okay, I'll tell you why it is like that. All right, mandala is basically circular in shape, and Hindus and Buddhists used to practice it, and we have been practicing it since ancient times as a meditative practice. And now we have been using this in an art therapy process that we call it mandala art therapy. All right. So like I do it like in almost every session. Yeah. And I also, like, apart from this, I give mandala art therapy sessions because it's therapeutic, and it takes you or helps you to create your own world, your own universe, basically. Right. So can you see the round figure, round patterns here? Through patterns, through different patterns, we actually create our own universe. And with that, we actually create those positive energies, a positive world around us. Positive doesn't mean that, if your mind is negative, you are going negative, or everything is happening around, or there are some issues, then you need to think positive, or you're forced to think positive, because it's not possible, right? If something is negative going on with you, I cannot say, oh, think positive now, everything will be fine. Think positive. Your mind should be positive, your thoughts should be positive. It's not possible. And with each creative technique, especially in art therapy, what we are studying here, or expressive arts therapy as a whole, if I talk about, it's not possible to think positive when you have negative thoughts. It's not possible to think when you have negative emotions, or feel positive, or feel that positivity around. These creative techniques helps you to shift, make that shift from negative thoughts to positive thoughts, from negative emotions to positive emotions. But shift is not like this or like this. No magic is going to happen, but definitely it's like accepting those emotions, accepting the thoughts, analyzing those thoughts, figuring out what is it, why I'm getting these thoughts. And if it's a repetitive thought, then definitely there is a situation or a reason behind that. Then you need to get into that and come up with a solution, and then the whole process, work upon it, and then you shift your negative to positive thought, right? And this creative technique especially helps you to create that shift on your own. But again, it's not a magic, though I always call my creative techniques or this especially mandala technique a magical process. Why? Because it has that magic. You know, at once when you start doing it, you won't feel the, maybe you won't feel the instant connection, or maybe you do, but it has to be consistent. You need to be consistent in the process. With every creative technique that you're learning today, you got to know, even in art therapy techniques that I'm telling you, need to be consistent in that, because there would be certain shifts, there would be certain changes that you will feel every time, because you're releasing energies and you're adding elements in your body, in your life. That's how these creative techniques, the process works, especially the art therapy. Or if like we talk about any therapy, dance movement, music, drama, storytelling, all the techniques, right? But this mandala actually helps you to create that shift, because you're creating your own universe around through these patterns, right? And you're going deeper and deeper to study your thoughts and emotions, the patterns. And if there are repetitions in your patterns, then it helps you to break that negative pattern. You must be aware that, we humans, it's a natural process, we have a habit of creating patterns. Yeah, or it automatically gets created. Patterns, I give you an example, not just one example I'm like specifically talk about, but yes, sometimes we say like I end up doing this only, I end up thinking negative only कि अरे ये चीज होती रही है, तो अब ये होगी ही होगी, right? हमारे कुछ relationships ऐसे होते हैं, like we had bad relationships, and then there are chances that we get into or end up into almost a similar relationship. Yeah, we notice the patterns in that, right? And it is hard to break, because sometimes even we are not aware about our patterns. Even sometimes we are not, we don't know what to do or how to differentiate or how to break it. Breaking means when you are aware about yourself, about your thoughts, about your emotions as a whole, what you want, where you are, where you are heading, where you are leading, which path you're created, or which path like you are ready to change, you have that clarity. That means you're self-aware and you're ready to break that patterns. Your pattern, you don't have to like make any efforts. Your patterns will automatically break, right? And trust me, this technique, the creative techniques, helps you to do that, break those patterns. Yeah, whichever pattern, whichever technique you use, वो automatically ऐसे 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 break होता रहता है वो हमें अब ऐसा नहीं होता कि आज अच्छा ये एक्टिविटी करी तो आज हमारा ये पैटर्न ब्रेक होगा, आज हमने ये एक्टिविटी करी आज हमारा ये पैटर्न ब्रेक होगा. No, but yes, when you are aware, fully aware of yourself, you have clarity. Okay, I want this, I'm doing this, I know what I'm doing, right? But I need to learn more about this, what I'm doing. I need to gain more knowledge about what I am doing. If I'm feeling this way, this is the reason, or maybe I have to figure out the reason behind it, but at least I'll get a clarity. That means you're fully aware about, like, the way you're feeling, the way, and yes, you're ready to express or let it out, and then, you're okay with it. That's how you become aware. And that awareness is our mindfulness process, right? Mindfulness process. So today we are going to understand through an activity about the mindfulness process also. But here you can just have a look on the slide also, the benefits that, the art therapy. I've already shared though, but appreciation, growth, self-understanding, that means self-understanding, self-awareness, understanding about your emotions, thoughts, and then helps you express that. Then memory, of course, hope, it gives you hope, it gives you that balancing, that stability in life, balancing of emotions, balancing of thoughts, right? You lose your balance sometimes and then you're like, oh, what now, what अब क्या होगा मेरा, अब क्या करेंगे, you feel stuck. I'm telling you, like, the very very human things that we all go through, है ना? So we feel stuck, we feel lost, and we are not able to balance certain things. And at that time we are also unable to express. But these techniques, especially this art therapy technique, helps you to rebalance, to refocus, to at least have that hope. If you're lost, if you're losing that, if you totally lost that, then definitely come with a give you that hope, that light, then yes, there is light, there is hope. I'm going to get up again and do this thing again. Yeah. This is basically, a lot of people are not aware of this technique and, or maybe are not able to connect with it. So definitely they are not able to get that hope also. And they'll easily lose on that. And definitely they are totally in that, can you must be knowing about the black hole thing, right? And it's totally black and blank. And it's too difficult for them to get out of that. Yeah. So that is also one phase. That is also, that's why, every person or any person should be there to help them to at least, like give that a small light of hope, in that black hole. So through these creative techniques, we are actually giving that hope. We are giving that light to that person who is actually feeling black, blank, totally, and like not able to express themselves anywhere to anybody because of the fear of being judged, not understanding, and especially like other person will, what will they think, and they won't understand because just because of this fear, right? Mental health is a, is a huge thing. Is a huge thing. This is just one thing I'm talking about. This is one criteria, or you can say one type of therapy, but it has multiple things once you get into it, right? You can almost see in the introduction part only, it has multiple things, but it's actually fun. I'm telling you, through fun, through enjoying the process, anybody can, get out of that situation where they are losing hope, where they don't feel like, living anymore, where they don't feel like, what's the point of this life, what's the point of doing this thing, right? So this is actually a most powerful therapy or technique, I would say, right? Okay. So like let's start with a small activity so that you'll get an idea, and then later on I'll maybe let's just end things with like what exactly or how it actually helped you, because introduction part is over, I think, and activity would be more fun for you to understand that. Okay. So are you all ready with for that? Yeah. So it's the mindfulness process, right? And okay, you have the materials with you, sheets and colors, all of you?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so you have crayons or paints?
Color pencils.
Oil
Color pens,
pastels.
oil pastels. Okay. What you need to do is place your sheet in front of you, one sheet, spread all the colors like here and there, like create a mess. Yeah. Yes, in this one, we really need to learn to create the mess. Like, art therapists are really messy, and we really love that mess. Paints are here, colors are here. I always work like that, always, because colors all around, and to get that feel, it helps you to build a strong connection, and also the people whom you're working with, or maybe in a workshop only. So it helps you to give that colorful vibe, or it automatically creates the environment positive. So yeah, that's why I asked you to like create a mess, right? Okay. Okay, by any chance, I think I forgot to, share that. Any chance, like anybody has like candles? You have candles right now. Can you light one candle? If not, it's okay. My bad. I forgot to tell you.
Sorry, ma'am, what you were asking for?
Candle. Just
Oh,
light one candle. If not, it's okay. Totally okay. Okay, now what you need to do is just sit in a relaxed position. Take two colors in your hands, any two colors. Two in this hand, two in this hand of your choice. And sit in a relaxed position. I also picked 2. So now what we are going to do is, we are going to do a very simple and a very, soothing activity, that is safe space, creating a safe space, right? So through mindfulness, we are going to go on a journey basically, right? And after that, you need to, like, throughout the mindfulness process, you are going to keep these colors in your hands and keep doing like you're feeling. Feeling means you are getting that connection. You need to build that. Is some connection built karta, right? Like this. Throughout the mindfulness, when I play the music, okay, you will keep doing this very slowly, okay? Very slowly. Like just feel it calmly, relax, okay? And after that, when I'll ask you to, when the journey ends and you have to create that safe space on the sheet through colors. Now it will be, of your choice, because it's your safe space, how the safe space looks like, how, like, where you actually felt, what the safe space has around and the environment, everything. Or maybe there is somebody with you in the safe space that you have to create, okay? Now, in whichever way you want to express through colors, you're free to do that, because that sheet is your open space, okay? And you just, like, you want to express your emotions through colors, you want to how you felt, what the space looks like, and how you felt there, everything you need to do. You can also write, but write at the back, okay? Just like explain through colors, okay? But the moment we end, the moment I just, like, ask you to connect back and then start creating. All right, cool, ready? Okay. And don't go after, like, after your drawing, मेरी drawing अच्छी नहीं है, as I said, no artistic skills, okay? Just feel the process and enjoy it, nothing else. All right, okay, now please sit wherever you are, just feel, relax your body. Do not sit in an alert position, okay? If you're on a couch, if you are on a bed also, you can just lie down if you want to, okay? Or, and just
Yes,
take a
ma'am.
deep breath and close your eyes. Yes, Soumya.
So, ma'am, we will use 4 colors to create anything, right?
Not just 4, I'm just like talking about just to pick colors. You can also change the colors later on. Not a problem at all. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to play the music. Give me a thumbs up once it's audible to you.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Can you please repeat it once? Like what do I have to do?
So you have to create your safe space here. Safe space could be anything. Okay. I'll take you to the mindfulness journey. I'll be telling you, or, you just need to follow the process here. Okay. Safe space could be anything. It could be your, maybe a corner of your room, maybe your balcony, maybe your terrace, maybe a hilltop or a hillside or under a tree, maybe, or lakeside, or maybe anywhere, maybe on a beach, right? You have created your space, and that's a safe space. So whenever you feel upset, whenever you feel sad, whenever you feel lost, you just, imagine you go into that safe space and be there, feel calm, relax, get your answers, why I'm feeling this way, like that, figure it out, and then, connect back. That's why we create that safe space, right? Because it's all here, it's within us, okay? Or if it's like available to you, then you can anywhere go and create that. Safe space could be anywhere, or you can create that anywhere. Yeah. And after we complete the process, you just need to draw that. You need to express that through colors. Okay, cool. I hope everyone is clear with this. Good to go. Okay. Now take a deep breath and close your eyes. Audible, right?
Keep breathing and just listen to the music. Feel the vibrations of the music in your body. How the vibrations are making you feel. Like it's flowing from head to toe like water and cleaning all your negative energies, help you releasing all the negativity from your body. Feel the sounds. And now, very slowly, try to identify any sort of heaviness or that negative emotion or thought in your body that could be anywhere in any part of your body. Try to identify that. Once you identified, now we are going to go on a journey where you're going to create your safe, beautiful, and positive space that will make you feel secure, safe, and helps you to release that heaviness or negativity you felt in your body. Keep feeling the colors throughout. It's time to create your safe space. It could be anywhere, wherever you feel, wherever your mind is taking you. To the room, on the ground, under the tree, on a hilltop, anywhere. Just try to feel your safe space fully. Feel it, touch each and everything there. What your safe space has, what all things the beauty, or if it's nature, feel the nature around. Feel connected to it. And communicate to your safe space your negative feeling or the heaviness that you felt in your body. Let it out there. Let it out and ask your safe space to share, to give that positivity to you, the strength to accept. Get a clarity of that negativity and let it out, let it go forever. And now manifest one thing in your safe space, one thing that you really, really want in your life right now. It could be more than one. That's your choice. But just manifest and share that with your safe space. What you really want in your life right now. Once you're done with the manifestation, now it's time to say goodbye to your safe space and promise to stay connected with that forever. And promise whenever you are sad, whenever you are negative, whenever you don't see any direction, you come back and share that with your space safe. And promise that you have that strength now. You'll gain more strength. You'll love yourself a little more. You'll be kind to yourself a little more. And around you, with other people, with other things also. Promise that to your safe space. Promise that to yourself. And now, gently hug yourself with both the arms, little tighter. Hug your body. Feel that hug. Feel your body. Feel that connection. promise, and it's time to slowly connect back. Now gently release your hands. Take a deep breath. Deep, deep, deep. Hold for 2 seconds and release. Now whenever you're comfortable, we are going to connect back. Rub your palms. Rub it on your eyes. Feel relaxed. Stretch yourself gently a little bit. Stretch your arms. And whenever you're ready, comfortable, start creating your safe space. Okay, before creating, write that manifestation first that you have promised to your safe space at the back of your sheet, and then start creating it.
Okay, cool. How was it for all of you? How was the process?
Very nice. It was awesome experience.
Awesome, ma'am.
It would be great if you can share, like if you only if you're comfortable in sharing.
Can I share?
Yes, please. Who is that? Jigna.
I used to do lots of painting 12 years ago, and due to after some traumatic comments or events, I have stopped doing any kind of art. And actually, you won't believe I have just bought this yesterday, and I was thinking that I should start doing something that I like. I have bought this yesterday, but I didn't start. I have bring all the things, colors and brushes, but I haven't started. but today I make this.
Wow. Finally, you started. Achievement. Very nice.
Yes.
Great,
So
great,
thank you.
great. Very nice, very nice. And I just hope, like, whatever you made, the full process, you enjoyed that. Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Beautiful. So, what is that safe space? Where is your safe space?
Actually, I want one farmhouse kind of place. This is night scene. This is free. This is swing, and I want my family to be here to enjoy. My husband, me, and my son.
Wow.
Just peaceful time, watching stars at night and having some quality time.
Very nice. Beautiful. Is that your manifestation
Yes,
too?
definitely. Yes, me, my husband, and my son, family with peace and love, enjoying at our own farmhouse, night watching stars.
Wow. Very nice. Quite peaceful and strong one, huh? Really like it. Thank you, Jigna, for sharing that. Beautiful. Thank you. Okay. Who else wants to say? Soumya, you raise your hand. Yeah, go ahead. You can also raise your hand, others like Soumya, so we can just, one by one. We can talk.
Ma'am, so I just shifted in the last year, Jan, and in my earlier house there was a full terrace, and I had a lot of plants over there. And I used to walk over there at night, and that used to be the best time of my day, under the night sky and the moon, and that time was the best in the whole day. So that's just I have drawn. It's like the moon, the night, the stars. And I like to be around water bodies. So the water body wasn't there, but it's in my imagination. So a water body, that's me. And I don't know why, but I always like to be alone. Like I'm at my best when I'm alone. I feel safe when I'm alone. So here also I'm alone. So I like to be around nature, like moon, birds, sky. But I like silence. So more or less, I like to stay with myself. Okay.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love that. And yes, it's okay. It's good to be alone if you feel safe. That it's perfectly good. And I love like the nature, the water bodies that you have described. It's amazing. I love your safe space though. Very nice, Soumya. Thank you for sharing that. And your manifestation. You want to share?
Uh, yes, ma'am. Actually, it's not anything extra. It's like what I have written is not anything like moon or nothing like that. I just wrote what I used to experience over there and what I want to experience again. It's peace, quietness, silence.
Okay. Nice. Very nice. Great. Okay, yes. Raman. And then Honey, and then Aarti. Okay, raise your hands.
I I felt very confused. I enjoyed the process of the music, the raindrops coming in and taking myself to the hilltop. And I started questioning myself is that I am troubled about certain things. And that why am I troubled is what I actually thought. Let me be loud enough and ask. I know that I should not be doing something, and I'm still doing that. So I don't know whether that is related to this, but the music and the manifestation took me towards that. So that's a question that why did this happen to me?
Because you felt confused and that something is actually troubling you in your life.
Yeah, it's actually
And that was
troubling
an
me.
automatic question that was there. And you need to, like, find through your thoughts that what is troubling you exactly. You
I
can only
repeat
get
it.
on.
I know I should not be doing something that I've done, but invariably after some time I forget about it and then I again repeat myself.
So do you feel that, do you have any regret or guilt inside
Yes,
you?
I do feel regret. I've actually written that.
You've written that.
I regret that I should not be doing it, but then again, after some time, I again do it. And it hurts me. It hurts me and it leaves me alone again.
So I like, as per like, I can sense that it's like two personal things. Okay, I
Yeah.
would not like force you or ask you to share that here. But whatever it's there, if it's about a person that you feel guilty about, or if it's about a thing, or maybe a decision that you took, and later on you're feeling regret and guilt about that. So just think about, like, go back, okay, and think about at first place why you thought of taking that decision. Okay, was that for like the other person's good, or for the benefit of, like, you, or as a whole thing, or whatever it is. Okay, just think about that, and
Whole
then
thing. I
think
always
about the
think
full
for the
process.
whole. I always think for the whole thing. I always think for the whole thing, and then I feel that I I should do it, and then when I do it, and then the person, I mean, I feel sometimes that I'm criticized or I overdo it, and I just then step back and I think, why the hell did I do it?
So the why question will, you'll get an answer of that why question the moment you'll get aware. Okay, it's totally okay that you have done, but other person, or maybe, like whatever it's that, whatever it's the thing, or I don't know what is it about exactly. But the if the other person or other family or people are not telling you or saying something to you because of that, and it's just in your head that they might feel like that, then you need to like say to yourself that it's fine, that the decision is totally mine, and it's okay to take like that, because that was that was at that time it was right, and I still feel that it is right. But it's regret and guilt will lead you to nowhere, but it will be your internal trouble only, and will keep on troubling you till the time you accept that nobody is telling you, or nobody asking you, or nobody is giving you that why question, right? It's only here inside you, and you only need to answer that.
So I should
Again,
let go.
that's a shift you're going to do. That's not the thing, thinking positive. That's a shift. Okay. Try to do that. If you're written about the guilt and regret, now write about it. Okay. Guilt and regret, it's okay. I had to take that decision. And now it's like it's for better. Right? To write down that. So you'll get a clarity on that.
Right. Thanks, Akriti. Thank you.
Yes. You're most welcome.
Even when I did your mandala art, I mean, I actually again made a mandala. I couldn't make anything else. I did make a hilltop, put myself over there, raindrops. I mean, I was following the music, but I actually felt the calmness. Thank you. Thank you.
You're most welcome. I'm glad that you're still connected with that deep process. And right now, like, others must be thinking, they just know about the mandala thing, like only I explained it. But once they get to, do that process, they'll feel it. Okay, and they'll know like how it actually works. But thanks for sharing
One
that.
thing I need, one thing I want is this music. I have gone on YouTube to look for it, but I haven't found exactly the peace and calmness that you bring across in your music.
So you want me to share this one, this music?
This would be
specifically?
beautiful if you can.
Okay, I'll share it with everyone. Okay, I'll share
Would
the
be
link.
beautiful.
I'll ask the host to share the link with all of you.
Yeah,
Okay?
thank you. Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you for
And
sharing.
if there are some links that we can
We'll
use,
surely do.
yeah, that
I'll
would
share
be helpful. Thanks.
Okay. Okay. Yes, honey.
Also, first of all, thank you so much for getting us through a beautiful experience. And secondly, I don't have color, so I made that with my pen. And moving ahead with the exact experience, so I have been trying to be alone, like happily alone. but I couldn't do that in my past a very long time ago since then. So, but in the current experience, I was able to handle myself alone on a hilltop under a tree. I was standing, and there was a small house as well, wherein like I promised that place that whenever I feel negative thought or experience, I'll visit you. And once I feel any happy moment, again I'll visit you. But the thing is, one thing I'm getting confused is about uh, there is a lot of negativity inside me whenever I think of any situation. Like I thought, what exactly is troubling me, where exactly it is in my body. So in that condition, like I tried my best to get rid out of that, but after the exercise, I feel that some kind of thing is again holding me back, sort of. So that thing I experienced. So again, like in my mind specifically, I'm very peaceful as of now.
So on that thought, it's a long process, I would say, but in short, like thought writing, why we always say, and that's the only thing, the only way I would say to analyze and work upon it. What is troubling you? You'll get an answer, or at least a way to get out of that. Okay. Otherwise, we follow the process. It's a long process to work upon the thoughts, and then get a little deeper into that why that thought is troubling, what is the reason behind that. But for now, you can just write it down and figure it out, why are you getting those thoughts and what is holding you back, right? And if you still feel like you are not getting answer, then we can just personally connect later on. We can do that.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're most welcome. Thank you so much, Ani, for sharing. Yes, Aarti.
Hi, Akriti, right?
Yes.
I made a gratitude picture, and this comprises of all my family members. I do think everyone is trapped in this materialistic world, right? So I just do want to have a time along with them amidst the nature. That's what I have made,
Amazing,
and I have
amazing.
manifested it.
Amazing. I love the gratitude, the way you have, picturized it, expressed it basically.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Very nice. Thank you. Gratitude for this one, for sharing this one. Great. Okay. Yes, Farah.
No, I'm so sorry. I joined the class very late, so did not experience with you.
Okay.
Just was extremely sorry.
No
Actually,
problem.
my connection was not working.
Okay, no problem, no problem. So I just hope like you'll get to the recording, or and then you'll get an idea
Yeah,
what
I need,
we
ma'am.
did in the session. Okay.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
most welcome. Most welcome. All right. Anybody else wants to share their experience or ask or talk about? So please go ahead now. We are open to questions also. Samay, you have a question? Yeah. Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am, it's kind of a question
Hmm.
that earlier when I had difficulty in handling my emotions, I used to shift to art. Like I used to draw sketches or something, doodle or anything like that. Mostly I used to make dresses or human sketches and all that. But gradually I started learning those things, and I improved in those things, with an artistic perspective. And later on, I lost that touch, that healing touch which was there in it, and a kind of perfectionism came over there. And again, secondly, after that, I shifted to writing. I find peace over there still now, that whenever I feel difficulty in anything, I just write down my thoughts, I write down my feelings and all that. And gradually in that as well, I writing poetries and stories and all. And still, sometimes what I feel is that touch of perfectionism comes sometimes, and I lost that healing path. Sometimes it happens. So any suggestions about it or any views on it?
So now also whatever you do or any sort of activity you do, like you feel that it has to be perfect? You need to be perfect in everything?
Sometimes I feel like whatever, if I'm working on it, then something should come out of it, like something that's good or like that. I do feel it.
So here there is a difference. What you are doing, it should be perfect, or you need to be perfect in everything. What is the
It's
thought?
like whatever I'm doing, that thing should be perfect. And if it is perfect, it means that I'm perfect. Like it's something like that.
So perfection is within you, that you need to be perfect and your things should also be perfect. How about breaking this thought? Okay, now go back in the, like the session we started today. So, like, what was the first thought about the session today?
My first thought was obviously that we are going to do some activities, something like with drawing or only. I knew that something we would imagine a lot of stuffs and it would be something related to healing. Like I had done similar kind of activities before, so I knew that it would be something like drawing and not in a way that we are supposed to draw or anything. We just have to draw anything like scribbling or anything like that. That's what I had thought at first.
Okay, so before drawing, I asked you to do that. Of course, you had to follow the full process and that. So, does any of the perfect thought, or you thought about drawing that perfectly, or whatever? If I create my safe space, then it should be perfect. Like
it came, that thought came.
The thought was there,
Yeah.
right? For how long?
At first it wasn't there, but instantly it was there, and then I was conscious of it, like yeah, I don't have to think about it. I don't have to think about perfection. I just have to go with the flow. Then again I tried to do it, but in middle it was coming back again and again sometimes.
So now it was fluctuating.
Yeah.
It was fluctuating, right?
Yes.
Before that, it was not even fluctuating. And it has to be perfect,
Yeah.
right? Because right now you were in a flow, right? You didn't know what you were doing, what you were going to do. Okay, you had an idea, right? In other activities, you know what you're doing, right? You have that planning in your head.
Yeah.
Okay, so like how about not to plan something and just like, okay, it's there, let's do it now, let's see what will be the outcome, what will be the result, let's see.
I try to do it, but it becomes difficult for me.
It becomes difficult
Sometimes,
to
like not having a plan, it's kind of make me feel like no, I should have a plan like that. Like kuch to hona chahiye, that what would be the outcome of it, like that thought is there ki outcome kya hoga ye to mujhe pata hona chahiye, like it's like this.
Can you know all the outcomes whatever you do? Is it possible for you to know that?
And always the outcome in reality, it's always something different, but I still feel like kuch ek idea to hona chahiye, kuch to hona chahiye, it's like that.
ये ऐसे आइडिया होगा, कितना आइडिया होगा?
Approximately it's like structures hote hain mere mind mein that the thing is going to be like this, but always it's sometimes a little bit different and sometimes absolutely different. I agree with that, but whenever that picture of the outcome is not there in the mind, I try to be okay with it, but it becomes difficult for me.
Yes, again, structured. When the mind is structured, automatically it will be like give you that perfection, or you'll get a thought about perfection, and everything has to be perfect whatever it's there, right? So you need to, again, what I said, that there is a pattern and it's a structured pattern. The pattern has to break if it's troubling you. Sometimes it troubles you in some situations, not in every situation. But if it's troubling you too much and you're trying to force yourself to get rid of that, you break that, then definitely you need to break that part. And again, it has a process, right? So like you need to break the patterns here. You need to break the structure. Rather than going into structure, how about shifting it to abstract? There is a process in that too. Structure to abstract. Abstract means like open, khula, right? You can go, you can do anywhere without, like at that time you don't even feel or you don't even think about the outcomes. लाइफ में सारे आउटकम तो पता नहीं होते. अभी नेक्स्ट इसका आउटकम क्या आने वाला हमें नहीं पता, ना ही हमें सेफ स्पेस का आउटकम पता था कौन सी होने वाली कहाँ है. until and unless you knew बस यही है, वो फिक्स्ड है, राइट? सबका अलग था इस टाइम आउटकम. एवरीबडी शेयर्ड देयर डिफरेंट process, different outcome, everything was, and everybody's outcome were beautiful, you know. But of this question is for everybody, like you knew about this thing, you knew about your safe space earlier, you knew that you're going to create this today.
Yes, ma'am.
No, some of you knew about because they're already a safe space, right, in their head, within them, right? But not everybody. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So but there are patterns that are fixed. Okay, अभी ये करना है, अच्छा अभी ये होगा, अब इसके बाद मैंने ये करना है, now I'm going to do this, now I'm going to do this. ये do करते करते you will keep thinking about that, and that makes a pattern. Again, structured. So to break that, how about like create that mess first, okay, and then like go ahead this way. It's okay to do that, okay, just to break that pattern. It will not create confusion. It will help you to break that and get out of it.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, one more thing that I try to do it, but sometimes when I try to break this and I try to get in a mess, then it's like people around me start reacting in a different way, in a weird way, I guess, because it's kind of in my nature that I try to do things in a sorted way with a structure. And when I try to break it, it's like, why are you doing this? Why are you creating a mess like this? And when they don't accept it, when they don't they get irritated with it, then it's like, हाँ ठीक है, रहने दो, जैसे है वैसे ही चलते हैं.
If we go according to the people, then we'll always be following that, and we'll always head that direction, like where they are going, what they are saying, what they're asking us to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I don't think every person around you will ask you to do why you are doing this, or will ask you or maybe will ask you to change your patterns. I don't think so. You? Not every person, no? One or two maybe.
Every person, yeah, but बाकी कोई कहे तो फर्क भी नहीं पड़ता, but when there are people in your family saying all these stuff, then it affects.
It does. But you every time you cannot go according to them. It's not possible though. Not possible. So why to think about that? थोड़ा सा तो इधर होके सोच सकते हैं ना, है ना? फैमिली की भी ठीक कर लेंगे, अपनी भी करनी होगी. नहीं तो अगर वहीं पे रहेंगे तो फिर अपना तो चला जाएगा, वो फिर स्ट्रक्चर बना रहेगा, and then you'll keep moving in that structure only like this, and it will keep troubling you for life, है ना? That's why sometimes it's better to break. It's okay, give yourself time and breathe. It's fine. You cannot break these patterns or structures in one go or in one day, right? Give yourself time, take it step by step, take baby steps. It's not easy to break that. It's not easy to get out of it like this. Okay.
Actually, I'm trying on it since like a lot of years now, and I have improved, and I'm in the middle, I would say. But there are things like the hard things, they are still there.
मिडिल पे आ गया ना, तो बस फिर मिडिल से आगे भी क्रॉस हो जाएगा धीरे धीरे. बट गो वेरी स्लो विद दिस, वेरी स्लो. कुछ चीजें हमारी भी होती है एंड देन फिर तो बस वहीं आ गया और फिर से थोड़ा सा और हार्ड हो रहा है. बट इट्स ओके, जब वहां तक आ गया तो आगे भी चला जाएगा ना. दैट्स द थिंग, दैट्स द शिफ्ट वी नीड टू डू. ओके. Or if anything else is there, we can personally talk. Maybe others are getting like, okay, we also need a chance to talk or maybe to ask.
Thinking the same. Thank you.
But anyway, no problems on that. Okay, others, any questions, any doubts you want to share, you want to ask? Please go ahead.
I want to ask about mandala art. So the exact process to do is to just draw that art specifically, or we need to have some rituals around the same.
You need to have some. Sorry, I couldn't hear the last.
Rituals around the same. Is there any specific process to do that, or we can just draw a mandala art?
Yes, it's there is a whole like different process to like do mandala art. Okay, so again with the mindfulness, with proper like how to get into like the connection with it and then get into the process to create a universe. So like it's altogether a different process to create mandala. I can I'll discuss and keep a session on mandala therapy itself. Okay, if it's okay with all of you, you can attend one session on full mandala. What, honey?
It will be very good for us.
Yeah, so I can keep an entire session on mandala only for all of you. So like you can join that. Okay, you'll get to get a clarity also, because the process is like, if I'll tell you the rough process, you might not feel connected to it. Okay, till the time it's like the process, like proper process you'll follow. Okay, so
I would like to know why the colors that we use and the shapes that we do, has that got a connection? I haven't got that answer.
The colors and the shapes,
like when we draw this, the pattern, sorry, the pattern.
In mandala you're talking about?
Yes, in mandala.
So see,
does that have a connection on the way our mind is running?
So can you see this mandala here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this has colors. These are colors of my choice. There is no colors like if I use purple, then why I use purple. If I use this yellow, why I use this yellow color. Okay. If I use this pattern, then why I use this pattern. The thing is how we actually, it has nothing to do with the patterns and the colors. Patterns are just to, be there in the flow to make you feel calm, focused, attentive, and feel that, concentration throughout the process without breaking the flow. Okay. And in real life also you implement the same thing in your life, right? If you feel most of the time you feel distracted, you feel unorganized, or maybe you feel like you keep jumping on one thing to another without even completing that. Okay. And it irritates you, but the control is not in your hands. Okay, so this is the most amazing process to feel focused on one thing, complete, and then maybe move on to the other, right? To give that a stability, a smooth process in your life. And it also helps you to feel less distracted, or also like the distraction is completely gone, like that. Analysis, we don't analyze on the basis of the pattern and the colors. It's just that how you felt, emotion, the thought. Were there any thoughts in between when you were doing the process or after that? We analyze always on the basis of your emotions, thought, how you felt throughout the process. What was there to like to maybe you want to let out something, or you want to cry out loud. Your emotions are coming out, which was stuck right here, and you just feel like crying maybe, or you just feel happy after that. So that's how we analyze. And in each and every creative technique, the process is the same to analyze. Even in the dance movement also, we do that. Through movements we communicate. In music also, through music, through lyrics we communicate. Through rhythms, through sounds. In drama, theater, right? Through acting. Not that Bollywood thing I'm talking about. Through acting, through dialogues, through delivery, role plays, we communicate, we analyze. Okay, it's not that how the person is doing. We observe the gestures and ask the person, how was the process? That's how we analyze it. Otherwise, it would be judgment. Oh, you did use this color. Oh, you must be feeling, very dark, or you have negative emotions. Colors, analyzing of colors is a different thing, and that we use in color therapy. In a proper, like in detail, we have merged art therapy with color therapy. So some therapists also analyze colors, but again, we don't analyze person's problem or analyze people on the basis of that, right? Color therapy is altogether a different thing.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, any more questions? Any more doubts? I hope you got a clarity. And I hope you learned a lot about art therapy today, or maybe a bit about it. At least you got an idea. And so that I can just like prepare another session for all of you, since Sunny wants to or others also wants to learn about mandala, so I can keep one session for all of you.
But would look forward to the music, because
Yes.
that adds the mind a lot.
Yes, for sure, for sure. I'll share the link with all of you, or I'll share it here itself. Wait, that's some music now. Will you be able to open the link from the chat box?
Yeah, we can copy it.
Yeah. Sent.
Thank you.
Ma'am, I
Yes.
have one question, as in, like, once I drew something, like it was some distorted face, like when you draw face and you just rub over it, it's like that. So does that signify something or symbolize something?
You drew something and then you?
Like when you draw a face, but you just sketch over that face. Like I drew some, like I'm sitting somewhere, I drew. Like, and around that, suppose I'm sitting in a canteen, I drew myself and I drew the people around it, but I just rub over the faces, like with lines. Like I don't want to show the face, or it's like I can't see the face, or it's like I drew lines over my face, but other people are visible. Like I felt something like invisible thing, like either I'm invisible or the other person, other people around me is invisible.
So is that like that the space that you were in? Okay, so maybe you want to be alone, but like people are there and you don't like, you want to be, but you are unable to. That was the thought.
Or one thing or other, and the other thing I thought, like either the no one can see me, something like that. Yeah, like I'm there, but still no one can see me. The 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 thing in which I sketched over my face in my figure.
So even in the crowd, you wanted to be invisible. You wanted to stay alone, being in the crowd also. You want that, isn't it?
Or I felt that,
Or maybe you
but
felt
I
that.
didn't. Yeah, but I didn't want that.
But here are two things, like you need to go a little deeper here. Okay, what is the thought? You want to stay, you want that, but it was happening and you didn't want that. So you were scribbling. Okay, maybe you want that at that time, okay, for specific time, but otherwise also it's been happening, okay, and you are expressing through that. These are two different things.
Yeah, just like loneliness.
So it's the first thing.
Yeah.
Being in the crowd also, you are alone and you express that through it.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
I got it.
people are there, but they are not able to see you. And as if you are invisible to them.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
So through the painting, if you have just, you just shared the drawing with me, or, through that, I would never analyze till the time I like you, till the time I need an explanation, or, just now the way you explained. So that's how it's analyzed. So how I asked you about the thought, how it you felt, now you come up with the word loneliness, and then we have come to the conclusion like you felt that at that time. So this is how we analyze, right? Not just like by seeing the painting, okay, there are raised faces or scribbled faces like that, and you are there, not on the basis of that. Got it?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. You're most welcome. All right.
It has something to do with the identity also, or it was just an expression, like what Shruti said?
Identity.
The identity of ourselves, like it has something to do with that also, or it was just an expression of ourselves?
It was an expression. She expressed what she was feeling at that time, and also identity is like she was unable to do anything about it. Maybe she wants to, but it was not in her control, or it is still not in her control. That's why, like, she felt lonely, and she's still, the feeling is still there. So that automatically becomes a part of the identity. Or unknowingly, unwillingly, we actually make a part of it or identity. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Any other question? Any doubt? Because it's time to say bye bye, and we're ending the session here.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for a lovely session. And I hope everyone enjoyed the session a lot. It was interactive and engaging. So we have shared you the procedure how to get your certificate, the participation certificate. I am sending it again. And if any query, you can note down one number. Ma'am is also conducting some courses with us in psychology. So you can have those programs. If you want to join, you can contact us on this WhatsApp number. So we will be eagerly waiting you to join more programs with ma'am.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, look forward.
Really
Thank you so much.
like all of you to join that and stay connected with me. Because I love the way you were all keen, and you participated and asked questions, get clarity. Like, I could see that you really want to learn about this therapy and how you are planning to, implement that in your life first and with other people. So thank you so much for that. All right. And for being here. Really.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're most welcome.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye-bye. See you soon.
Okay, see you super duper soon. All right. And yeah, you can just go ahead with the details. It's already there in the chat box. And
Thank
yeah,
you.
hoping to connect with all of you soon. Looking forward to.
Thank you so much for your session.
Okay, you're most welcome. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care. Yeah, we'll say bye like this, okay?
Don't feel like leaving.
I can see that.
Waiting for everyone to leave before I leave. I got my hand on the button of leave.
That's okay. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you. Nice meeting everybody. Look forward to meeting everyone.